Okay, well, things have changed a bit, but I think we're good to go. I reinstalled my city makeover. I was missing it, so. And plus, there is a big player home included with this city makeover. So that's the main reason why I haven't reinstalled it. But for now, we're gonna go in the wild. I've reinstalled a couple of mods now. I reached pretty much the limit. My frame FPS has dropped a bit, but it's okay. It's okay. It's enjoyable to be able to play Skyrim like that. Very enjoyable. So my refugees, I mean not refugees, but travelers are back. I was missing them every time I was coming in, so I'm happy that they are back.
What do you need?
No, it's okay, man. I'm just happy to have you back. So a bit of a frame drop, but it's cool. Especially with the ENB. Developers, they don't work with ENBs enabled, so they don't figure out that all this added to the game. It's gonna be a bit difficult to add an ENB and have a good frame rate. It's okay. We're cool. So where are we going actually? Where are we going? We don't know. We got to kill a bandit leader in a Redguard retreat. Why? Probably a bounty we get from the board or something. Let's see where it is. Redguard retreat is not really far. Well, I've changed my menu too, and my map as well. It's beautiful. A long time I wanted to have this map working, and I was messing up with it. I mean, I read the instructions, but I didn't figure out that really the guy means what he means. He says to load it last, very last. And I thought that I could still put some stuff on it, like the final patches and...
Make sure to pull your bow all the way back to get the most power out of your shot.
Yes, I do that, darling. But the thing is, no, you really have to have it the last. And I thought it was just the folder with the meshes that has to be last. No, the whole thing. Even the plugin file has to be loaded last. So now we have our beautiful paper map. I love it. I really love it. So I mean I had it before in previous playthrough, but I didn't remember this thing. Maybe because the previous playthrough I didn't use LOD generator stuff like Dindulod or Xlodgen. That's new for me. But this time I've really done it properly. I follow a guide, and then I learned to use those tools. And on the way, well, I thought that those LOD generated files has to be loaded last, because that's what you do last. Therefore I was wrong. But now I know. I've tried really. I say, okay, let's do what he says. He probably knows about generating LODs and stuff, so if he says so, just do it. And here there is a little farm that has been abandoned. We heard about, so we don't know how to buy it yet, but maybe we have an option to grow some stuff here. So because in town we have a little house, but we can't really grow anything. We don't have any garden or stuff. Here we can grow some. So I don't know. Right now it's blocked, it's locked, blocked. Let's come up, people. It's just in front of her highness. We can have some good neighbors. For now, we're gonna do a bit of fighting. Regiment retreat. Let's hope there is no vampires and stuff. Look at my beautiful deer. You look better, don't you? Wow, a giant. You didn't see us, don't you? There's a bit of a fog now. It was very sunny earlier.
What are we going to kill today? Bandits? Forsworn? Imperials? Stormcloaks? So many choices. So hard to choose.
6 p.m. Oh man, it's late. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I didn't mean to wait. It's night time, guys. We're going back home. It's too late to have a fight. We can't go in the dark like that.
What was that?
Is someone there?
You can't win this. Is someone there? Ha! Found you. Yeah! Have you?
I don't know why those people.
A fight.
Man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So we got to go because we don't see a thing. Okay, so we're back. We didn't do a thing. It's too much reflections.
I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Well, I think we have fixed the problem of people stuck at the door. Why there's no music?
Sadia, wake up, dear.
Yes, Mum. You want a drink?
What's on the menu? We'll refill the water.
Of course.
What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
What do you have that's really useful for us? And this is it. Yes, let's have a cake. Thank you.
Now please, no more questions.
Who's that dude?
Yes? This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
Fugitive. He's a fugitive.
Drink to our youth.
Okay.
Until next time. Days come and gone.
Next time.
For the age of aggression is just about done.
How are we doing over here?
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
7 bottles of old.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all
Are
our
you
lives.
joking?
And when Sovngarde
About
beckons,
wine?
every one
Never.
of us dies.
In fact, forget the venison.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you've had a strong drink and a fist fight with her.
You want a drink?
An inn. Where are we sleeping? And more importantly, what are we eating?
Yar's been looking for someone who ain't superstitious, though.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Colors seem brighter to you. Everything
Okay,
seems
so
bigger, too.
one more mission for us. Okay, so we came back home. to have some rest because it's dark and we can't see a thing. And we're gonna sleep early. It's quite early, but we're gonna sleep still. What's that? Now that you are welcomed, you are a welcomed property owner of White and Hold, have been authorized by the Jarl to extend the offer of selling White River Farm to you. Oh, that's the farm we just saw. As you may have guessed, the war has left me and the Jarl many tasks to be completed. So, if you have interest in purchasing the property, simply visit my quarters and fill out the form in the ledger on my desk and leave payment of 3,000 septim on the table. I hope you consider the offer, the Steward of Dragon Ridge. Well, actually, it's a good offer because it's even less expensive than this house that we paid, I don't know, for 15,000. So, let's go and see for this ledger. He's talking, he says that we have to leave the money and fill the form on the ledger. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And like that we'll have a little farm instead of, I mean, it's nice to have this place. I gave it to Shandar actually. This is his home. So if I dismiss him, that's where he's gonna come back. I hope. Let's make sure of this. Home base. Base resident. Allow you to pick a follower that is assigned to the selected home base in order to remove them or assign them to a different base. I'm gonna remove Gore actually. And I'm gonna remove Ryana. And I'm gonna remove Ukad. So it's just gonna be Shandar's home from now. You all invited. That's all. So this is his base residence, and we're gonna have this little farm, and the farm we're gonna give it to right now. She doesn't need a house. She's with me. She just need to come along with me. I mean, she needs a house, but a big one. When we're gonna have a big one, she's gonna be the owner.
What? Do I have meat on my chin?
Since Whiterun serves as the divide between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks, the war brings
Why?
many suitable specimens to study. This pleases me.
So, we are supposed to find a ledger. Let's get rid of that's the kitchen. I guess it should be upstairs somewhere. Well, I don't know actually. But I don't see another place where it could be. Et regarde. What happened to you, dude? I don't know if we are allowed to be there. If it's gonna be a cause of argument. Can we have other plants? Yeah, we can.
Oh.
Oh, it's probably this. This ledger is a list of all properties owners within the hold, where the property be within or outside of Whiterun City walls. This is where you will write in your confirmation of payment and ownership of White River Farm, the plot of land cost 3,000 septim. So I'm gonna purchase it. You have signed your name in the ledger, claiming ownership of White River Farm, as well as leaving the payment as instructed. You also signed your copy of the deed, so you have documented ownership. Congratulations, you are now a proud owner of White River Farm. Thank you. Oh, what's that? It's cute. A fish in a bowl. This is, it wasn't written stolen, so we have a fish in a bowl. There's a lot of bedrooms. Okay, monsieur. We don't need you. But that's a big place. Maybe we better live in here. Kick you all out of it. Alright, sir, you should go to sleep. You know that? It's late. Oh yes, I wanted to try some new banners, but it's okay. It's really minor details. But on some places, we would not expect, I mean, in here, in the castle, it's okay that they are brand new and shiny and everything. But there's some other places where there is those banners, and you would expect them to be a bit destroyed or something, or dirty. But they are not. I'm not sure it's possible to have different ones for different places, so we're probably gonna keep those ones. Like if people, they just take care of the banner more than anything else.
One of the perks of fighting in the arena is everyone in the city knows your name. Some people don't like the fame, but not me.
Okay. What's that? A dog. Someone killed a dog. Where are you going, man?
Wait, I know you.
Where you know me from? Well, yes, I'm the one who went to get the dragonstone for the Jarl. That's where you know me from. So we have a new place, but Sam, we're gonna wait the morning. We get attacked during the night, we don't even know who it was and what it was for. There's not enough room for everyone. Some are gonna sleep in the chairs, but yeah, me, I'm gonna sleep in the bed. But maybe soon I have a place where everybody could sleep. Okay, we're ready to go. Our equipment is not enchanted, I know. But we have a problem with our leather trousers. They get inside the body rather than outside, so can we improve something? Anything else? Well, I could, right lady? I could create stuff for my followers to wear. That's the thing I've learned. So let's see. Normal. Oh, it looks good. Armor 24. Let's create that. Oh, that's heavy armor. And we have North Girl. Normal shirt. North Girl boots. North Girl clothes. North Girl jumper. Straps and trousers. Pirate clothes, pirate hat, pirate shirt. Oh, plate boots, plate coat, plate cuirass. That's heavy armor. Good. Redguard, knight, cape. Oh, we have all this. Gas. That's something we have to deliver. I'm pretty sure that we've never done it.
Good job. I can see you know what you're doing.
Simple little beer skin hoods. No. Okay, so we have upgraded everything and we are not leveling up. I guess because for our level we already reached the maximum. We're gonna give you another armor and maybe we're gonna try ourselves a new one too. We're gonna stay light armor and we're gonna try North Girl boots, clothes, jumper, straps, trousers, vest. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad, but I'm not sure I like it. It's pretty, but I'm not sure it's for me. So we're gonna try something else. The plate. This is heavy armor though. And that's give us a pretty good rating. That's heavy armor. It's pretty good. Looks good. Especially the boots, I like them. The leg part, even the top, the cuirass is nice. And the cape, it's pretty good. Just the gloves I don't really like. They're way too much over the top. I might just change the gloves. And you girl.
We've stopped. What is it?
I'm gonna give you something that's gonna cover you a little bit more.
What do you need?
Well, she still prefer
Please,
Imperial
call
armor.
upon me if I can be of any service.
She just put on the shorts, but she didn't remove the armor. Well, you got your style then. I got to
Nothing
say.
like the smell of a white-hot blade, eh?
Lead on then.
You see? It's better. You just keep the gloves. Even though you could change them.
What do you need to take?
I'm gonna take the gloves. Right.
Is there anything else you need?
All right. You see, you look good. Pretty awesome. All right. Let's go. Pretty cool. We're good to go. I think maybe we should hurry a bit. What time is it? Oh. It's 8 a.m. No, we're cool. We have a new house to visit, and we have a camp as well to clear. Close from our house. Che agitano there. Oh, here it is. Clear farmland. Apparently that's all we can do. 8 hours! Maybe we should have waited till we finish what we gotta do. Oh man, it's gonna be dark time. 8 hours pass as you remove and dispose of the clutter trash around your farm. You completely destroy the building and remove all resources from the area. Okay, there is nothing. There's nothing left. We're gonna do that later on. You see, it's 4 p.m. We had a thing to do before it's night time.
I don't get how military men can fight in these forts. You need open space to swing a war hammer.
Yes?
This is destroyed house. We're going this way. Redguard retreat. That's why we get attacked. Old homestead discovered. Apparently that's a place people can sleep. Oh, there's a chest there. Alright then. Nothing more? No. Still thirsty, still hungry. Let's have a sweet roll, a vegetable soup, and some water. Well, we have nice new armor with flat shoes. Do we? Do we have flat shoes? Yes. We don't retreat. We should be close. What are you doing naked, man? Hold on, hold on, hold on.
I am waiting for a good death.
Who are you? We're close. We are close. Oh, here it is. Redguard retreat. I hope there's no vampires in there.
Is someone there?
Now ain't this a surprise?
Yeah. Easily blocked.
No more! I yield! I yield!
I'll fix you good.
You won't live to see tomorrow. Well, that's taken care of.
Okay.
Poisonous meat. See how he likes that.
There is someone else in here.
Need me some skooma. The imported stuff. Just one last time. Mead. Kill him to get some beer every now and then? Stupid bees and their stupid honey.
Okay, we killed the bandit leader apparently.
Do not spare them your blade.
I won't spare them. We take all the ingredients. Where is the guy we just killed? Oh, there's a trap. And we found a treasure map. This one's empty. Last Seed, Book 8 of 2920, The Last Year of the First Area by Karlovac Townway. First Last Seed 2920, Moonhold, Morrowind. They were gathered in the Duke's courtyard at twilight, enjoying the smell and warmth of a fire of dry branches and bitter green leaves. Tiny embers flew into the sky, hanging for a few moments before vanishing. I was rash, agreed the Duke soberly, but Lorcan had his love and all is well. The Morakton will not assassinate the Emperor, nor that my payment to them is at the bottom of the inner sea. I thought you had made some sort of a truce with the Daedra princes. What your sailors called a Daedra may not have been one, said Sotasil. Perhaps it was a rogue battle mage or even a lightning bolt that destroyed your ship. The prince and the emperor are en route to take possession of Ad Lambacy, as your trust agree. It is certainly typical of the Cyrodiil to assume that their concessions are negotiable, while ours are not. Vivek pulled out a map. We can meet them here, in this village, to the northwest of Ad Lambacy, Ferventil. But will we meet them to talk? Asked Al-Malixia, or to make war? No one had an answer to that. 15 Last Seed, 2920, Ferventil, Morrowind. A late summer squall blew through the small village, darkening the sky except for flashing of lightning which leapt from cloud to cloud like acrobats. Water rushed down the narrow streets, ankle deep, and the prince had to shout to be heard by his captains but a few feet away from him. There's an inn up ahead. We'll wait there for the storm to pass before pressing on to Ad Lambacy. The inn was warm and dry and bustling with business. Barmaids were rushing back and forth, bringing grief and wine to a back room, evidently excited about a famous visitor. someone who was attracting more attention than the mere heir to the empire of Tamriel. Amused, Julek watched them run until he overheard the name of Vivek. "My Lord Vivek," he said, bursting into the back room, "you must believe me. I knew nothing about the attack on Blackgate until after it happened. We will, of course, be returning it to your care forthwith. I wrote you a letter to that effect at your palace in Balmora, but obviously you're not there." He paused, taking in the many new faces in the room. "I'm sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Juliek Cyrodiil. My name is Almalexia," said the most beautiful woman the prince had ever seen. "Want to join us?" Sotasil, said the serious-looking Dumner in a white cloak, shaking the prince's hand and showing him to a seat. "Hindoril Brindisi Doron, Duke Prince of Overhaul," said the massively built man next to him, as he sat down. "I recognize that the events of the last month suggest at best that the Imperial Army is not under my control," said the prince, after ordering some wine. "This is true, the army is my father's." "I understood that the Emperor was going to be coming to hold an embassy as well," said Almalexia. "Officially, he is," said the prince cautiously. "Unofficially, he's still back in the Imperial City. He's met with an unfortunate accident." Vivek glanced at the Duke quickly before looking at the prince. "An accident?" "He's fine," said the prince quickly. "He will live, but it looked like he will lose an eye. It was an altercation that has nothing to do with the war. The only good news is that while he recovers, I have the use of his seal. Any agreement we make here and now will be binding to the Empire, both in my father's reign and in mine." "Then let's start agreeing," smiled Almalexia. 16. Last scene 2920. Vrofnaga, Cyrodiil. The tiny hamlet of Vrofnaga greeted Cassir with its colorful houses perched on a promontory overlooking the stretch of the Rogarian mountain plain and higher rock beyond. Had he been in a better mood, the sight would have been breathtaking. As it was, he could only think that, in practical terms, a small village like this would have meager provisions for himself and his horse. He rode down into the main square, where an inn called the Eagle's Cry stood. Directing the stable boy to house and feed his horse, Cassir walked into the inn and was surprised to its ambience. A minstrel he had heard play once in Gilverdale was performing a jaunty old tune to the clapping of the mountain mares. Such forced merriment was not what Cassir wanted at that moment. A Glundumner woman was seated at the only table far from the noise, so he took his drink there and sat down without invitation. It was only when he did so that he noticed that she was holding a newborn baby. "I've just come from Morrowind," he said rather awkwardly, lowering his voice. "I've been fighting for Vivek and the Duke of Overhaul against the Imperial Army. A traitor to my people, I guess you would call me." "I am also a traitor to my people," said the woman, holding up her hand, which was scarred with a branded symbol. "I mean that I can never go back to my homeland." "Well, you're not thinking of staying here, are you?" laughed Cassir. "It's certainly quaint, but come winter tide, there's going to be snow up to your eyelashes. It's no place for a new baby." "What is her name?" "Bosriel. It means beauty of the forest." Where are you going?" "Dinner on the Bay of High Rock. You're welcome to join me. I could use the company." He held out his hand. "Cassir Whitley, Turla," said the woman after a pause. She was going to use her family's name first, as is tradition, but she realized that it was no longer a name. "I would love to accompany you, thanks." 19. Last see 2920. Had Embassy, Morrowind. 5 men and 2 women stood in the silence of the great room of the castle. The only sound, the scroll of quill on a parchment and the gentle tapping of rain on the large picture window. As the prince set the seal of Cyrodiil on the document, the peace was made official. The Duke of Moonhall broke out in a roar of delight, ordering wine brought in to commemorate the end of 8 years of war. Only Sotosil stood apart from the group. His face betrayed no emotion. Those who knew him best knew he did not believe in ending or beginnings, but in the continuous cycle, of which this was but a small part. "My prince," said the castle steward, "and happy at bringing the celebration. There is a message here from your mother, the Empress. She asked to see your father, but as he did not arrive, he asked to see your father." Juliek excused himself and went to speak with the messenger. "The Empress does not live in the Imperial City?" asked Vivek. "No," said Almalexia, shaking her head sadly. "Her husband has imprisoned her in Black Marsh, fearing that she was plotting a revolution against him. She is extremely wealthy and has powerful allies in the West Colovian estates, so he could not marry another or have her executed. They've been at an impasse for the last 17 years since Juliek was a child." The prince returned a few minutes later. His face betrayed his anxiety. Too, he took troubles to hide it. "My mother needs me," he said simply. "I'm afraid I must leave at once. If I may have a copy of the treaty, I will bring it with me to show the Empress the good we have done today, and then I will carry it on to the Imperial cities so it may be made official." Prince Juliek left with the fond farewell of the tree of Morrowind. As they watched him ride out into the rain-swept night south toward Black Marsh, Vivek said, "Tamriel will be much healed when he has drawn. 31 Lassid 2920, Dors za Pass, Black Marsh." The moon was rising over the desolate quarry, steaming with swamp gas from a particularly hot summer, as the prince and his 2 guards escort rode out of the forest. The massive piles of earth and dirt has been piled high in antiquity by some primitive, long-dead tribe of Black Marsh, hoping to keep out some evil from the north. Evidently, the evil had broken through at Dorsa's Pass. The last crack is the sad, lonely rampant that stretched for miles. The black, twisted tree that grew on the barrier cast strange shadows down, like a net tangling. The prince's mind was on his mother's cryptic letter, hinting at the threat of an invasion. He could not, of course, tell the Dunmer about it, at the very least until he knew more and had notified his father. After all, the letter was meant for him. It was its urgent tone that made him decide to go directly to Gideon. The Empress had also warned him about a band of former slaves who attacked caravans going into Dorsa Pass. She advised him to be certain to make his imperial shield visible, so they would know he was not one of the 80 Dunmer slaves. Upon riding into the tall mist that floated through the pass like a noxious river, the prince ordered that his shield be displayed. "I can see why the slaves use this," said the prince captain. "It's an excellent location for an ambush." Juliek nodded his head, but his thoughts were elsewhere. What trade of invasion could the Empress have discovered? Were there cavalry on the seas again? If so, how could his mother from her cell in Castle Joves know about it? A rustle in the weeds and a single sharp human cry behind him interrupted his ponderings. Turning around, the prince discovered that he was alone. His escort had vanished. The prince peered over the stretch of the moorlit sea of grass which waved in almost hypnotic patterns to the ebb and flow of the night wind billowing through the pass. It was impossible to tell if a struggling soldier was beneath this system of vibration, a dying horse behind another. A high whistling wind drowned out any sound the victims of the ambush might be making. Juliet drew his sword and thought about what to do, his mind willing his heart not to panic. He was closer to the exit of the path than the entrance. Whatever had slain his escort must have been behind him. If he rode fast enough, perhaps he could outrun it. Spurring his horse to gallop, he charged for the hills ahead, framed by the mighty black piles of dirt. When he was thrown, it happened so suddenly. He was hurtling forward before he was truly conscious of the fact. He landed several yards beyond where his horse had fallen, breaking his shoulder and his back on impact. A numbness washed over him as he stared at his poor dying steed, its belly sliced upon by one of several spears jutting up just below the surface of the grass. Prince Juliet was not able to turn and face the figure that emerged from the grass, nor able to move to defend himself. His throat was cut without ceremony. Miramor cursed when he saw the face of his victim more clearly in the moonlight. He had seen the Emperor at the Battle of Bodrum when he had fought in his Imperial Majesty's command, and this was clearly not the Emperor. Searching the body, he found the letter and treaty signed by Vivek, Alma Alexia Sotasil, and the Duke of Moonhall, representing Morrowind, and the Prince Juliet Cyrodiil, representing the Cyrodiil Empire. "Curse my luck," muttered Miramor to himself, and the whispering grass. "Have only killed the prince. Where's the reward of that?" Miramor destroyed the letter, as Sook had instructed him to do, and pocketed the treaty. At the very least, such a curiosity would have some market value. He disassembled the traps as he pondered his next step, returned to Gideon and asked his employer for a lesser reward for killing the hare. Move on to the two other lands? At the very least, he considered he had picked up 2 useful skills from the Battle of Bodrum. From the Dunmer, he had learned the excellent spear trap, and abandoning the Imperial army, he had learned how to schools in the grass. The year is continued in her fire. Okay, so that's how. Let's keep the book. This is how the hare has been killed by a random. It was a mercenary. It was a mercenary, and he killed the hare who was trying to bring peace in the empire. That's a shame. Well, I think we've been we've seen all what we have to see here. Just have to get out now. We educate ourselves about the story, the laws of Skyrim, of Tamriel as a whole. Well, just few bandits to kill, so it wasn't just such a big deal, but we done it. And what time is it now? It's 5 p.m. So I doubt we'll have enough time to do this big dungeon here. We can still try, but we've tried already once and it was very hard. It was very difficult. We don't even know why we went there. We don't even know. That was a yarn quest. Something we get from the inn, maybe. Investigate the bird high tower in Afingard. This is near Solitude, so we're quite far from here. Granites to read the anonymous note. That's the letter someone just gave us. Anonymous note. Dragonborn. Who's Dragonborn? My name is Fern, okay? Meet me at the Silverblood Inn in Markart. You have acquired an item which has attracted my immediate attention. Come urgently, Mattis Valen. Okay, if you say so. We are not in Markart, but if we come by, we will have a look what you have to say. Do we have anything else to do around here? Silent Moon Camp, that's a big deal. Follow the hair. So we definitely need to do this thing, but we got to go in the morning to not be caught by night. It takes a very long time to build this thing.
No one bests an orc. You think you can take me? SKYRIM alive!
Work. Who attacks us? Look.
I'll see you burn.
True Nords never back down. I'll show you what a real orc can do. Go! I love a challenge. I'll carve you into pieces! Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the
Is
back.
someone there?
Yeah! I'll mount you on my wall! Hey, be careful! Sure have mercy on you!
Pathetic.
Don't leave SKYRIM alive!
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
We have no reason to attack you. You attacked us. So there is some bandits living just next door to us. Guys, you didn't see what just happened? So we destroyed the house, so it's a bit hard now to know where it is exactly. I know it's across the Your Highness shop. I don't have my health bar showing up, so when I'm fighting it's a bit scary. Farmhouse require 4,000 septim. 7 hours. Okay.
What are we going to kill today? Bandits?
Garden
Forsworn?
Fence.
Imperial? Stormcloaks? So many choices.
Farmers,
So
not
hard to
grainy
choose.
planting plots. Okay, so spend the night. Oh, here we can
Fighting
make a lot of
styles often come down to
just,
build. You got arms like a clanfiar, then you got no range with a weapon, but you're quick with a shield.
Make sure to pull your bow all the way back to get the most power out of your shot.
Okay, we have a garden, guys. Open. You see, we have a garden. We can plant our seeds now. Plant crop. So we have plenty seeds. It's supposed to be in our potion stuff. We can't use that. Why we can't use our seeds? But it's gonna take some time. But we have plenty stuff. But why we can't use our seeds here? That's why I'm wondering. Okay, so oh, everybody's got some arrows.
Make sure to pull your bow all the way back to get the most power out of your shot.
Okay, I'm sorry guys, I didn't see that you had some arrows going through your body. Wow, it's empty, so we need to build. I guess this is a fireplace. I don't know what's gonna be here. Maybe to go out. So bedroom, 2 hours pass as you furnish your bedroom. Okay, downstairs living area. Okay, and kitchen. I guess we're gonna need to sleep at some point. Pantry, office. Yes, we need to rest and we need to eat. Yes, definitely. We dangerously need to eat and sleep. We feel better. We have a new house and a fireplace and we can cook and we can make cakes. We can make cakes, guys. You like the place?
You're a good friend. Here, take this. You'll like it.
Nice. Guns, it's 12 a.m. Guns dinner.